these orbits in space that are possible but not stable. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of summarized it. Like, you could probably have like a small asteroid orbiting a moon, but likely over time it would either fall into the moon or fall towards the planet. I can't imagine it being a stable orbit. If aliens visited Earth, we would get sick of them from them. If aliens visited Earth, we would get sick from them, or they get sick from us with different immune systems. No, Quinn. No. Nope. Definitely not. And every Hollywood movie that's depicted that is dead wrong. Reason being, think about this. Think about avian flu, the bird flu, that we're worried about migrating over to humans. It hasn't happened yet. A lot of diseases have jumped from one species to the next, but most of them stay within their particular species. So there's diseases that affect monkeys that don't affect humans. There's diseases that affect pigs that don't affect humans. There's diseases that affect cows that don't affect humans. When you look at how closely related human beings and cows are, it's insane. Genetically and biologically, cows and humans are basically the same thing in a slightly different shape, and we have a slightly bigger brain. We're basically the same thing, though. And yet, we're different enough that the diseases have learned how to live exactly in a cow or exactly in a monkey. The idea that a creature with a completely different biology and a completely different ecological, biological background would have diseases that would be transferable to us is incredibly low, almost unfathomably low. Ever think about becoming a NASA scientist? Not really, man. I'm more towards the philosophy side of things than the science side of things. I love science. I cheer them on. They are my fucking heroes. But I am like imagine somebody who loves firefighters. I'm not a firefighter. I think the work that firefighters do is incredibly important. But I want to be the guy that's watching the firefighters and being like, okay, what causes fire and how do we most effectively destroy it? You know what I mean? I'm not one of those boots on the ground guys. I'm one of those guys who likes to brain things. I like to see how things work, see how they could work differently, think about the fundamental assumptions that we made into trying to solve the problem and looking for new assumptions that might break a paradigm. That's more philosophy. What if someone sent me a shit? Then I'd probably close the P.O. box, or I'd file a police report, or something weird like that. Yeah, exactly, Tosk. You can't really go into the future by going far enough away from the Earth. You can go into the future by like nanoseconds, but like we have to account for that nanoseconds on our satellites. Otherwise, our GPS would be fucked up. Your GPS would be off by like kilometers. But if you really want to go into the future, you got to go near fucking somewhere with a lot of gravity, and that's fucking dangerous. And there's no way to do it easily right now. Or you travel close to the speed of light, which is also, we have no idea how to do that. Can I point you to the direction where I can study more on time? Point you to a direction where you can study more about time. There is there's a course on the Great Courses by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let me see if I can find the trailer for it. The Great Courses. Neil deGrasse Tyson. The Inexplicable Universe. I don't, man. I don't know exactly where to point you towards to study specifically that. What I would say, because time, the more you learn about time, the more you realize it's not time that you're really studying. It's not really time that you're looking at. It's space and physics. So if you want to know more about time, go learn about space and physics. And don't worry about like going into physics and being like, okay, what's an electron and a proton and all that. Don't worry about that. Go to the theoretical side of physics. Okay, there's matter. Okay, there's matter. I get that. There's stuff, and there's space, and there's forces, and go into that more general approach to it before you get down to the nitty-gritty. I did open a P.O. Box, Quinn. I did. How many years away do you think we are from being able to leave our universe? Never. Probably never. We may never be able to leave our solar system, much less our galaxy, much less our universe.